Welcome to our series on Ignatian wisdom, in which we're looking at different Ignatian wisdom from various Jesuit saints, blesseds, and other members of the Society of Jesus throughout the centuries. I'd like to mention today one of Ignatius's first companions, Pierre Fabre, who was one of the first three companions when Ignatius went to Paris, and they studied together, were roommates and so forth. And Pierre Fabre became one of the great he died young, unfortunately, but one of the great directors of the spiritual exercises. He traveled throughout Europe and ministering to others. But just want to focus on one aspect, one saying in his life. He always wanted to go to Germany to meet the reformers, the Lutherans, Calvinists, people who were involved in leadership in the great debates of the time, during a very contentious time in Western history. He wanted to have the opportunity to meet the reformers so that he could have a conversation with them, so he could find some good in what they're saying and how they're living. And in finding that good, to love them, and in doing so, begin to change hearts. That really is a model of interreligious dialogue, but also a model of finding God in all things, in finding the good in another person. Ignatius mentions this in a presupposition in the spiritual exercises, before the spiritual exercises, that always put a good interpretation on another person's opinion or saying. And that's the beginning of dialogue. It's the beginning of respect, beginning of love. It begins to change hearts. It really has a real profound way in which we relate to one another in terms of our ordinary civil discourse, but also in the classroom, also in presuming the good in people who we may meet for the first time. I think it's a very powerful lesson that Pierre Fabre teaches us in voicing that desire to meet the reformers in order to see good in them, to love them, and to change hearts. So thank you very much.